Hello everyone, this is Suresh and welcome to another Google Cloud Lab session. So in this lab session, we look into this Vertex pipelines and a quick start guide. So without any delay, let me start the lab. And in this lab, we are not going to discuss anything theoretical or technical. We are only execute the task provided for us and complete the lab. So without further delay, let me start the provisioning the Google Cloud environment for us. So at any point, you can pause the video and understand the overview and all other information needed for you guys. Okay, so these are all the objectives, and we are going to setup and requirements just now completed. Let's see whether is there anything pending. Okay, setup is done. So let's start with the task one. Create a Vertex AI or Finch user managed notebooks and Vertex AI notebook is open and open Jupyter. So let's check the progress in the meantime. Now, few additional libraries you need to install in order to use the works. Okay, let's do that. And from the local one, okay, you can access the launcher menu of Jupyter. To install the notebook services, first set the user flag in the notebook site. Okay, we do the same. Done. And run the following from your notebook. Hit enter. So let's restart the kernel once this is done. Because the kernel is busy, so let's wait for it to get completed. Not aware of this. Okay, this is done. I thought it will take more time, but okay. So less than 1 second. This is basically restarting the kernel. Either you can use the code or you can directly go to the kernel and start kernel. Both are still. Let's finally check whether we have the correctly installed. Enter. So we have the oh, let's get this project. We already know the project ID, but through code we will get the project ID. We got the project ID and the bucket name. We provided the bucket name as well. Add the following to import the libraries. You will be using okay. Hit enter to system and defining the constants. Constants has been defined. So now it will be in the format GS. Okay, we got the format as well. Now you can pause the video and get into this how to create a first pipeline. So let's go ahead and do it. Create a Python function is for you. So you can create a component based on Python. So first build a component. So you can see the first component .yaml has got created. You can see this. Okay. Take a closer look at the syntax. Component base image is 3.9 and output file is first component YAML. Okay. Load from file. Okay. Now let's do the same. Paste it over here. Product component loaded from the file. This is done. Create two additional components. Okay. Second component. Enter. Second component is created. Packages to install, name to tuple, and I would recommend you to pause the video and go through this because this is an explanation video. If I explain it, it will take more time to explain and will not be enough time to complete the lab. So yeah, I recommend you to pause the video and get into this. So let's create the third component as well. So we have first, second, and third components. You can see this right here. How this component used preparation, we will tie it together on the next step. Putting the components together again, I would recommend you to go through this complete understanding of this. Now defining a pipeline by name called hello world. An intro pipeline. You can change the text and emojis to parameters here to update the pipeline output. You don't need to change it. So without anything, they just pipeline is done. Compile and run the pipeline. Enter, and you can see a pipeline is not created. The pipeline will look exactly like this, and you can see each individual execution parameter. So there is a lot of information, so I'm not getting complete details. Okay, let's move on. So, and we'll initiate the API client for AI platform. Finally, run the pipeline. So the pipeline will take about 5 to 6 minutes. And if you want to see this, let's click on this in Google Cloud Vertex AI dashboard. Here I can see a pipeline. Emoji, bill centers, and product name. So zero of these steps completed. So let's wait. And also you can see the hello world. When complete, you can click on build center. So I'll wait for this to complete and then come back here. Two of three steps is completed so far. It took about, it's taking more time. You can see it takes almost 6 minutes. So let me wait for the step to get complete. And you can see the tick mark over here as well. So the third build set is still in running state. So we'll wait. Now you can see all the three steps is completed. So let's see the final output here, and you can see the build step sentence, 2 minutes, and emoji text sparkles, and the emoji is sparkle. Pipe. Okay. Let's complete it. Task 4, creating an individual ML pipeline. So the pipeline will take, okay, you can see this. You don't need to wait until the version complete. Follow the steps until the pipeline job is started. Okay, fine. We'll do the same. You can see the pipeline, and I would recommend you to pause the video and go through the instructions here, the information provided. Step 1, basically evaluation metrics, parsing the metrics, comparing the metrics. Copy the code. So as again I'm saying, I recommend you to download the clone the repository and get into this information. So this is too much of information over here. But anyway, I would like to give some, if possible, you can pause the video and understand the code. So this is the importing JSON and all the information here. Matrix thresholds determining. ROC curve. Add Google Cloud pre-built components. We'll do this. AutoML beans some information. Okay. Then copy the following to new notebooks. Why? Okay. Again, this is definition of pipeline. Product ID display of everything is provided here. And shift enter. So what's happening in this code? Clear explanation is provided over here. Now let's continue to compile. Pipeline run. Okay. Now this is going. Now what they say is like it will take over an hour to run. We are not going to wait until this pipeline is getting completed, but just to give a high level observation about it. Okay, this is how our type pipeline looks. You can see this in the graphical representation as well in the left side. Okay. You can see this here. Endpoint 2000. You can toggle the artifacts and you can see the information here. So this will take about 1 year more, sorry, 1 hour. Wait, artifact info running and you can see, let's select the data set. If this is the data set, it is looking, the URI is Gcloud. And also metrics, if you want to see the metrics, here you can see the metrics artifact as well. Classification metrics. Here in the website, you can see the classification metrics, but that is not showing up here. The node info, artifact info. Okay, but this will look similar to this. To see the model and endpoint created from the plugin, go to the model section. So here let's go to the model registry section. I don't see auto MLBs. I can see a no is a notebook. See, okay, in the pipeline, I can see this. So this will get created after this pipeline is completely executed. So that is the reason we are unable to see it now. So once that is executed, then as we see in the previous model, right? So go to the pipelines, so as we seen earlier, like in here, we can be able to see the build sentence and the evaluation models and all. We'll be able to see once this pipeline is successfully complete. Okay. If you are entering model pipeline, then you have been started. Please wait until the job AutoML tabular running started to retry. Right? Auto tabular, just looking at the new run has started or retry. So first let this get completed. First this is completed, this will get started, then we will be able to check this. If you run the pipeline multiple times, if you want to compare metrics, you can use method to access it. To complete this, it should take at least 1 hour. After this completion only, we will be able to check this statement. Okay, because you can see this is a version 2. Right now, whichever we are getting created, that is going to be version 1. So once the version 1 is done, again we have to rerun the same code. So it will take another 1 hour. So after that, we'll be able to see the comparison between the two models and get the comparison of the metrics. Okay, so I will wait until this gets started. Okay, so in summary, okay, I'll pause the video and I'll wait for this step to get started. Okay, after 15 minutes, I can see this tabular data set got created and this is in the pending state. So let's try my luck here. Okay, yes, it is done. Okay, 100 by 100. I'm not sure whether I can hold this until at least for 1 hour. But anyway, even if I want to run this, I need to run it for multiple times. So I think you get the understanding about this again, and also this step is an optional step. So I'm not going to execute this because if I want to execute, I need to wait until all this completes and then again run for another time, one more time, at least one more time. But here what we mentioned is to run it for multiple times. So I'm not going to do the step, and also this is 100 for 200%. So this concludes our session, and let me see how much time it took. So it took about 25, 35 minutes. Okay, it should be good. And thanks for joining, and have a good day.